when you look at the strife, the competition, the intentional attacks on us for our good, the persecution, the tiredness in our world today, the words of Christ are encouraging. Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I, that is Christ, will give you rest. And that is why we must develop the habit of having time with Jesus. After the year of the Eucharist, many parishes started establishing perpetual adoration chapels. They were not existing in numbers at first, but it became something that many parishes put up. And for us in St. James, even our small chapel here, I have mentioned, Christ is there. Christ is exposed. For us to go and sit down and tell him, oh Christ, I've come with all my burdens, my confusion. Nobody understands you. Even the priest may not understand you. Christ does. He knows everything. Have time. Some of us are too busy. Have time. Go before Jesus. Cry. You are human. You are not God. Cry. Give him your burdens. Present it to him. Read scripture. You will know God better. He says yes. And we talk about this all the time. See, those who put their trust in God shall always renew their what? You renew your what? Even your phone. When you are going to sleep, you charge. And now you don't charge. You charge. To renew. You don't throw away the phone because the battery has gone down. Hey, anyway, it's scanning power. So you change phone every day. No. You renew. You renew the strength of the battery. And that is why we come for communion, we come for mass every day. We are not perfect. Someone is a father, now why do you go for mass? Why do you worry? I say, hey. Well, maybe you are perfect. Me, I have not reached there yet. Because daily, every day, the journey must continue. And that is why if we continue, we're able to come to God with all our problems, all that. We would mount up like eagles. Look how strong an eagle is out of the birds. So powerful. It can see so well. Let God be your strength and you will do great things. You will come to see things in a different way. You will come to understand things in a different way. You will begin to see things in the spiritual realm. And I'm telling you, you will have rest from your labors. And that is what St. Ambrose, today we celebrate Ambrose. I love him. Such a great saint. It is through St. Ambrose that St. Augustine, our own great St. Augustine, was converted. He was a spiritual father, the godfather, the man behind the great story of St. Augustine. He made Augustine come to Christ with all his labors and burdens in life, all his confusion, the kind of life Augustine was living. Augustine lived, St. Augustine even had a child, Adeodatus, who died later anyway, before he became a priest, St. Augustine, because he was just living a life of debauchery. Yes, St. Ambrose, by the power of God, converted Augustine. And that is why today we celebrate him. Ambrose was not a priest from the beginning. For St. Ambrose, he was a governor. Maybe the governor of Osu. And the bishop of Osu has what? Has died. And he's just going to be part of the election to see what is happening. And when he gets there, the people who have gathered to elect and to appoint the new bishop start shouting, "Are you, Ambrose? We want you as a bishop. We want you as the next bishop, not a priest, not a consultant, not a senator, not whatever. A layman." He was a layman. Straight away. Even he ran away. He ran away. The hagiography, he ran away. They gave him up. He became bishop of Milan in Italy. And even today, they have the Ambrosian rite, a rite for the celebration of the Mass for or to honor Saint Ambrose. And when you go to the Vatican, in the St. Peter's Basilica, where the chair of Peter is, the chair that the Pope sits on for the Universal Church, you will see 4 saints carrying the chair. It has been designed in such a way that the 4 saints are holding the chair of Peter. These were the men who preached God used in one way or the other to safeguard the apostolic tradition, the teachings of the church. Saint Ambrose is one. Saint Augustine is his student and child is one. Saint Athanasius is one. And Saint John Chrysostom is one. The 4 of them, they are holding the chair like this, holding it, safeguarding the faith, and to show us the kind of work they did. May God help us to emulate the virtues of Saint Ambrose by standing for the truth. And may all of us who are confused, who are in pain, who are in depression, come to the Lord. He will give you rest.